here we are guys, now set up for my 5 days photography for hopefully the bears. I've been out on the airfield on the e-bike, just had a look around, and it's all quiet at the moment because it is kind of late afternoon, so things are likely to be pretty quiet. But the blueberries there, absolutely everywhere. It's absolutely amazing. No wonder the bears are there. And I've seen quite a lot of bear poo as well, so they are obviously there, but it's very busy at the moment, obviously during the day. So I'm hoping early morning starts and last light as well. Just show you around the site at the minute. So car set up with a roof tent. Got a bit of an awning area there. Haven't fully set up yet, but got a bench over there, which is kind of cool. Double awning there, and e-bike to get around, which gets me to places a little bit quicker. But I got a bit of work to do on the computer, so I'm going to quickly do that. Then I'm going to head over to the lake, have a bit of a dip, and yeah, get the camera gear ready for tonight. And then I'm going to head out to the airfield, and hopefully we might get lucky to see some bears emerge, and then back for a bit of a late tea, and maybe fire pit later with a nice cold beer. Because at the moment it's absolutely boiling. It's the hottest day of the year, I think today. It's about 38 degrees. Absolutely boiling. So it was about a 3-hour, 45-minute drive up here as well. So glad to be here, glad to be set up. I'm just looking forward to the week. I think we may have a bit of lightning and thunder tomorrow, but apart from that, it's looking pretty damn good. But stay tuned, guys. Lots to come from me. If I can just hear a merlin up there. It's a great place for merlin here. Anyway, stick with me guys, hopefully lots to come. So guys, here I am. This is the prime spot for the black bears, and amongst all this open expanse here is an absolutely chock-a-block with blueberries. I mean, they're tiny, but they're everywhere in here. And this is what brings the bears here to feed and to fatten up for the fall, autumn, and for the winter when they go into hibernation. So it's a key time. So I'm sticking to the tracks and trails here, not encroaching into the area where the blueberries are. I don't want to damage them, trample them, and I do not want to flush the bears in any way. They know where the paths are, and if you deviate from that, then that causes them a bit of concern. So I'm going to keep well and truly away from them at the minute, and just hope that we might get to see some at distance, using that rule of staying well back from them. The bears here generally are usually females, so sows with cubs. The males don't usually come in here, and if they do, the sows usually scare them away. I mean, obviously you do get them in here, but predominantly it is the sows and the cubs. I've seen some bear poo already, so they have been in here. So I'm just hoping to maybe we get lucky and we'll stay here for maybe 2-3 hours, and it's the evening now, it's about 5:45, and we'll see how things go. But got some the prime in the back, got me 100 to 500 on the front, and I'm hoping maybe we get lucky. First evening, so it's pretty blowy, as you can probably tell, but I'm just going to see what it's like. There's been a few cranes in here as well, seen a few sandhill cranes, which is really cool. So hopefully we get to see those. I'm not going to do any actual mic work today because that wind is pretty bad. So just going to sit here, find myself a nice position, and hope for the best. So here we go guys, there's some fairly fresh stuff. Looks like a lot of seed in there. Looks like a bear poo to me. So yeah, pretty fresh actually, considering it's been hot today. So it looks like we're in the right place for sure, which I know it is the place to come here. I'm not going to mention where it is, but the people who are watching this, who know the area, will know where it is. But we like to keep locations down to a minimum, just so we don't get floods of people here. I've not said where I'm staying, just for that reason really, because it can get completely crazy here with people, and you're supposed to stick to the tracks and trails and not go into the actual area where all the berries are and where the bears are. Just chatted to some ladies there, and there was one seen this morning, and also last year there was upwards of 18 apparently, which is pretty crazy. So yeah, we'll just find a little location. Just saw, I said, saw some sandhill cranes, just saw a northern flicker. I'm just going to get set up somewhere where the sun's behind me and just hope for the best. So guys, this is what they're looking at. This is what they're feeding on. All these beautiful blueberries. Tiny plant, but it's just absolutely awash with them all the way around here. Unbelievable. What a place. Well, it's an absolutely beautiful evening. It's still a bit bright, to be fair, a bit sort of contrasty, but it's still lovely to be here. I've just tucked myself behind a nice conifer, and I just spoke to a lady that comes here every year, a really nice lady called Alison. Not that she watches the channel, but if she does, then thanks very much for the tips. This is quite a good area here for them, apparently. She was here last night, didn't see them, but they have been seen in the morning. Can you hear little waxwings? Lovely. There was one here this morning, apparently through the mist, which was lovely. A lady was biking and it went right across the trail. Yeah, amazing. So I'm out on my e-bike at the moment, and generally bears apparently are more tolerant of people on bikes than they are of people on foot. And this is a bike trail, part of an old railway system apparently. So this is kind of the standard thing of people travelling around on bikes. So wildlife is used to it. And for me to zip around here quite quickly, it's absolutely ideal. So got the old e-bike there, which is great, and just rip around. But I've just come over here because the west is there. So it's going to set that way and hopefully cast a glow across here. There's a lot of very, very nice blueberries in here, absolutely jam-packed. So I'm hoping they come out the forest to the far side, because that forest is just deep forest, so safety area for them to lay up in the day. If they've got cubs, they can be up in the trees, and then they'll come out hopefully and feed. This side, there's a car park, there's a road, and there's a campsite where I'm staying over there. So this would be the preferred option. You know, I'm here for, say, Tuesday night, Wednesday night, Thursday night, and then back Friday. So I'm going to be here tomorrow morning at Crack Sparrow. Hopefully we might get lucky. The flies and the horse flies here are a bloody nightmare. Chickadees, lovely. No matter where you go, good old chickadee gives you a call. But I'm feeling really quite optimistic, to be honest. The food source is here. The weather's great. There's been sightings. I've seen lots of poo. Happy days. Come on, black bear. Canada for 2 years and haven't seen one. So, but I haven't really gone out my way to go and find them, and I've had a little opportunity to really travel massively to see them. So this is my kind of opportunity, and to be honest, I'd just be happy to see them. I don't care if I don't get any great images, because if I see a bear at distance, we'll get some distance shots. It's not a sort of, it's not like deer and other wildlife species, birds and mammals, where you go and stalk them. You don't stalk bears, that's for sure. So if the bear is feeding, I get distance shots, so be it. If I can go round the track and get a different side, that's fine. But certainly not moving in through this stuff, because this is their territory, this is what they're here for, and this is not for humans to go and stomp and chase and stalk and flush these beautiful mammals. And especially if the sow has got young, that's really going to piss her off, and she's going to get a little bit annoyed. So I've got, at the moment, I've got my bear spray there, I've got a knife, I've got a horn, I've got what I need, but I'm not going to push my luck. I can see them coming here because it's a vast area, so I should be absolutely fine. So we're going to go quiet, just chill out, see if I can get some shots, because there's quite a few bird species going around, and there's a merlin hunting, and see if we get lucky. So whilst we're waiting here, we've got some lovely waxwings just feeding in here, sort of hopping down, feeding on stuff on the ground, probably the berries, because the blueberries here are really, really small. They're not like the ones you get in the shops where they're massive. These are quite small, and yet there's loads of people in here picking blueberries. There's signs everywhere saying don't pick them, for they're the bear's food and other wildlife, and people are picking them in like massive, massive punnets and massive great pots of blueberries. It's absolutely bloody ridiculous. Humans, man, nightmare. So guys, sadly not meant to be on my first evening. Really popular with people. Rightly so, people on bikes, people out enjoying themselves, kids screaming, laughing, joking, people having a great time. So it's not all about wildlife photographers and everybody has to be quiet. But yeah, there was a lot of kids screaming over the far side there, and any bears in their right mind wouldn't be coming out to feed, especially with young cubs. And I was chatting to one of the park's employees here, a warden, and he said basically there's a sow here and 2 cubs and 2 males. But because of so many people here, they're just not going to be here at the minute. So I'm hoping I've got another 3 nights and 3 mornings, 4 mornings and 3 nights. So hopefully I'll get lucky another time. But I'm going to hang on here now. I'm going to shoot at 4K 30, still in this sort of low light. The sun has now gone. Sunset was 8:46 and it's just got past that now. So I'd like to get any images, but I could still possibly get a bit of video, maybe in fairly poor quality. But I'm going to hang on. I'm here to see the bears. I'm going to try my best. And I'm the only person here now. It's so quiet. Sparrows and chickadees all around. Nice and quiet. So I'm just going to bide my time, or hopefully I'll get some video. But stay tuned, guys. Tomorrow is day 2. Hopefully I'll get lucky. So guys, I've got a moose just behind me here. Can you see that on the camera? Amazing.